Good evening, everyone. This is Demonic Misfit / Gavin, and welcome to the very first episode of Brain Melt, a solo podcast that I got going on. And I quickly want to make this video because I just finished completing Elden Ring after two years, a little over 2 years now. My God. I gotta say, that was a fucking masterpiece of a game, and it took me way longer than it should have, but that was my very first Souls game, and going into each session, playing and recording, drained me after a period of time, which was why there were so many breaks in between each video, but more on that later. Just kind of want to go with my thoughts a little bit. That's fresh in my mind right now. Beautiful game, beautiful scenery, beautiful gameplay. Bosses. How do I want to? I don't even know how I want to say this because I'm still thinking of everything at once. The base game itself, we'll start off with that. Amazing bosses. The scenery was extremely beautiful, especially in Langdale Capital. That's probably my favorite area of the entire game. Fucking amazing. Beautiful. The weapons were amazing as well. I won't lie, some of those bosses, bit of a pain in the ass later on. Moog, for example, was a pain in the ass. Malekith, I think, gave me a little bit of an issue, but I think out of the entire base game, I think Melania gave me the hardest problem. I think I spent around hour and a half on her, I think. I'll have to go back and check the videos, but I'm pretty sure it was about an hour and a half. But each boss fight, I mean, was fucking well done. Amazing. And they were just so fucking cool. Like, as my first Souls game, like, I say first Souls game, but it's the first Souls game I've ever completed. Dark Souls was technically the Dark Souls 1. But I only ever did, like, the first starting area, and then that was it. So there may be a chance that we can go back and do Dark Souls 1 in the future. But as of right now, I think I'm going to be taking a break from the Souls genre because that was a lot, especially dealing with the DLC and Consort Radon, which, by the way, fuck that boss fight. I cannot express that enough. That was such an unfair boss fight. And the fucking shitty part is, he was nerfed. He was practically invincible when he first got released until some of the patches came out, and even then he fucking felt like such a bitch to fight. It was not a fun fight. I will say that. A lot of the DLC bosses, they were not fun. The Skadu Tree boss fight or whatever the fuck it was, never finished that one because after learning that it had 3 health bars and 3 phases, I was like, nah, fuck that. That's not fun. Which is why I went with the build I went with for Consort Radon. Because I wasn't going to sit there and spend fucking, 10 plus hours on that one boss. That's just not fun. I want to get through it. I want to get my fucking loot and call it good. Which we did. We got some good ass loot from 2 guys that were helping us. And thank God for that Mimic Tier. That Mimic Tier helped me out so fucking much throughout the game. It was amazing. And that's what it's going to be like with the New Game Plus playthrough whenever I decide to get back into that. Mimic Tier is coming back. Biggest Dick is coming back. I don't know if I'm going to try a different build. I think I want to keep my bleed build. It's fucking really enjoyable. Love it. But yeah, overall, DLC, it's going to be really hard to do a second time. because I mean, granted, it's a beautiful DLC. Some of the bosses were amazing, but fighting fucking Mesmer's soldiers and Mikola's soldiers were fucking so I don't even know how to like fucking put this. They just felt like bosses on their own. Um I didn't explore the entirety of the DLC just because I was drained from it. I know there was a whole area that I missed out on, or probably a couple areas, but I did what I did, or what I could do, or what I thought I could do, or whatever the fuck. It's it was just such a huge DLC, and I was so ready to be done with it back in fucking, what was it, August, September, when I beat the Elden Beast. I was like, oh, thank God I could take a break. And then I was like, oh, wait, fuck, I still have the DLC to go through, which is gonna suck. It's gonna suck, but you know what? We did it. I'm glad we did it. It was fun. Minus Consort Radon and the Skydo Tree Avatar. That fucking, those boss fights were not fun. I did not enjoy those. I really did not fucking enjoy those. But I think all-time favorite boss throughout the base game, I'm probably gonna give it to Rykard, even though his was like really simple and you have to fight him with a specific weapon. He was just visually and mechanically just so cool, along with Melania. Melania was just fucking, minus her little sword dance or whatever the fuck, waterfowl dance or whatever the hell it's called. I think those are probably my favorite ones. Moog was a lot of fun, but Moog being a bleed build wasn't fun. Fighting against him, it wasn't. It really, really wasn't. Now, in terms of what I did through the DLC, I really don't think I have. I thought about this for a while, and I'm like, I don't really think I have a favorite boss that I did in the DLC. I think probably if I did have to pick one, it would probably be Mesmer. Just because he's visually so cool, and whenever his second phase drops and that big ass snake comes out, it's just mwah, like the cherry on top. I didn't, thank God I didn't struggle with him for hours like most people did. The mimic tier and then the horn scent helped out a lot with that. I'm really glad I went back and did those little side quests or whatever, because that was a pain in the ass. That would have been a pain in the ass, I mean. But yeah, overall, I would 100% give that game a 10 out of 10. It's probably up there with Skyrim with me now. And that says a lot, because Skyrim has been my favorite game since it fucking came out. And I didn't think I'd ever play a game that could get me hooked like that, and it did. This game heavily surprised me going into it. 2 years ago, how I got this game was from some coworkers. They gifted it to me because the DLC was getting ready to drop. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Sweet. Thank you guys. They know who they are. Got the game for me, started recording it. And actually, it was one of my friends that suggested I started recording all of it and putting it up on YouTube. And I was like, all right, fuck it. And now I can go see how I started and how I finished, which is kind of crazy. It was a great idea. I'm glad he suggested that to me. But yeah, I'm kind of all over with the place because my mind is just fucking spinning now that I'm done after 2 years of that playthrough with Elden Ring. It's a beautiful game. Highly recommend it to anybody who wants something different, who has never tried a Souls-like game. I cannot recommend it enough. It is amazing. It is worth it. It's frustrating at times, but you just keep pushing through and you'll get it. Um, but yeah, I think that's really all I have on my mind for the time being. I don't know how often I'm going to do these videos, but I figured why not? First one, be fresh while my mind is fresh on the topic of Elden Ring. Make episode 1 of Brain Melt. Yeah. Um, I'm sure if I missed anything, I'll fucking talk about it in another video, or another one of these. But yeah, um, thank you all who watched those videos and is watching this video or listening to it, because this is an audio podcast, a second audio podcast now on this channel. Crazy. Um, thank you. It's been a great journey. New Game Plus will eventually come, but I think it's time to lay low, try some new games, old games that I haven't played in a while. And yeah, he will return soon with it. See you all on the flip side, and thanks for watching.